For more news on the situation in Israel, let's cross over to our correspondent in Tel Aviv, Sarah Cortez. Sarah, good morning to you. The U.S. Secretary of State, Antony Blinken, is returning to Israel today after several days of shuttle diplomacy between Arab states. Is he expected to meet Israeli President Benjamin Netanyahu?
Yes, good morning there, Leanne. Look, that would be expected if he does make it here this morning. What we do know, though, at this hour, Leanne, is that there are unconfirmed reports of an Israeli ceasefire in the southern part of the Gaza Strip around this Rafah crossing area. Now, there was a lot of confusion over the last day as to whether this crossing would open for potentially aid to come in and also foreign citizens, foreign nationals to get out. Now, the U.S. Embassy here in Israel just posted a statement a short while ago saying it is unclear whether for or how long travellers will be permitted to transit the crossing, adding, if you want to access it to be safe, you may wish to move closer to the Rafah crossing border. Now, look, we're seeing images coming in of hundreds and hundreds of aid trucks lining up on the Egyptian side of this crossing. It comes really as calls have been mounting, growing over the last week for some humanitarian aid corridor to open up so this vital aid can get into the Gaza Strip. As we've heard, all of these aid bodies, the United Nations, along with it, saying that fuel, water and food will potentially run out in the next 24 hours. So look, the situation is dire. The United Nations is calling it a complete catastrophe. It says that water is life and Gaza is running out of water. Now, in addition to this, hospitals are said to have only 24 hours maximum fuel left. And you can really only imagine the situation that this could create when we're seeing somewhere around 10,000 people injured, more presenting by the day. So look, it really is a dire situation. Still no confirmation on whether this Rafah crossing is open, when it will open, and just for how long. So look, that is certainly a major development here, and it really could change a lot of things in the Gaza Strip for these people who've been displaced. We know that 1 million people have been forced to leave their homes since this war broke out 9 days ago now, rather. So, look, it really is a spiralling humanitarian crisis.
Sarah, in terms of a ground offensive, because that is what the threat is, and many people are watching very closely to see when this would happen. Obviously, we're reporting there's 24 hours left of medical supply in Gaza for hospitals. There's been a massive movement to the south, and this is all in preparation for what is believed to be a ground offensive. Do you have any updates on this?
Well, look, from what we are seeing, Israeli troops continue to mount on the southern border there, on the Gaza border. There is a huge build-up of tanks, other weaponry, and, of course, soldiers. This is potentially why these residents of the north have been told to go south to minimise this impact on civilians. Now, we do know from the IDF that it says it won't just be a ground attack. It's expected to be a multi-pronged attack from the ground, from the sky, and even from the sea. So, look, everyone is just really waiting for this potential incursion to take place. But, of course, behind an operation such as this, such as what we can expect, there are massive challenges involved with logistics and so on. So Israeli forces, the Israeli military has continued to say that it will strike inside Gaza, it will go inside Gaza, but when the time is right for it. Now, Leanne, we do need to mention the situation also on Israel's northern border. That is really ratcheting up there. There's been a massive exclusion zone declared. GPS systems are down. This is after Hezbollah militants fired a number of anti-tank guided missiles into Israeli territory yesterday, targeting IDF posts there. Then yesterday, late yesterday, the IDF responded using attack helicopters targeting Hezbollah positions in the south of Lebanon. So, look, this is extremely concerning, given if Hezbollah were to be drawn further into this conflict. That would really be a game changer, given that Hezbollah is heavily backed by Iran. It is thought to have upwards of 150,000 long-range extremely destructive rockets and in addition also drones. So look, this could be a real game changer, and this is certainly why we're seeing so much diplomacy, so many people here arriving on the ground, like Blinken, as you mentioned. Again today, we've had US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin has been here, and there's another US aircraft carrier on the way to sit in the Mediterranean, just really as a show of deterrence to other regional players not to get involved.
All right. Sarah Coates, thank you very much for talking to us and updating us from Tel Aviv. And that's the latest on the situation with Israel. And as you can hear, things are just moving fast now at the moment with Israel and Gaza.